we'd like to hear a few words from the CEO and founder of one of the winning startups last year. From Tactiles, Mr. Joshua de la Llana.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to IdeaSpace 2015 Demo Day. Round of applause, please. Yeah. I'm very happy that you join us. I know that a lot of you would rather be in the Philippine arena. Not really. But here right now, what we have are 10 teams that are vying and trying to change the world. I remember 1 year ago, Tactiles as a company is also standing at the same stage that they are now. And in 1 year's time, we managed to finish a product. We managed to raise a round of investment. We managed to ship to 3 different countries around the world. And in 2 weeks' time, we would be doing our global launch for our first flagship product.
Throughout nature, we can see that the very concepts of play and learning are fundamentally intertwined. Children use play to imitate adults' behavior so that they might learn how to be adults. IQ grows an interest in technology from an early age. The simple, remarkable design is immediately understandable, with the security explained by bold symbols and housed in uniform cubes. Connecting the cubes is simple, and by experimenting with different combinations, children will be able to teach themselves about fundamentals of electricity. By exploring iCube's complexities, you'll never stop being surprised. Children can challenge their abilities and knowledge with the iCube app, completing tests and creating new projects, all while increasing their understanding of basic electronics. In this way, the vital knowledge that could be instrumental in a child's future can be learned as a byproduct of having fun. All children should be able to play, but children also need to be ready for tomorrow. iCube is the perfect expression of these two concepts, combining fun with education to prepare for the future. And one more thing. Right now, not everyone can play with iCube. My dad told me it's only me and my friends. We want to change that. We want everyone to be able to learn through play. So please support our campaign on Indiegogo and help us bring iCube to everyone.
So, Diane actually invited me about last week to give a talk and say a few words of wisdom to our current batch of startups. Honestly, I would have declined that because what I felt is we're not really the gauge of someone who you could call successful. I mean, for all of the glamour of what I've told you earlier, what that doesn't tell you is the fact that for the first 6 months after Demo Day, none of us is getting any salary. In fact, until now, we're still squatting at the IdeaSpace office, praying to God that they won't kick us out. We have only 8,000 pesos remaining in the bank as of this moment, to the chagrin of our accountants. And if we don't do things right, we might go bankrupt in about 3 months' time. So, I won't be able to tell you something from the platform of success, but one of the things that we're happy about is we do have customers that are happy with our product. We managed to ship something that can actually make a child smile. And if you would want to go from Demo Day into something being bankrupt, almost bankrupt for after a year, but we're paying customers, then I can give you 2 words of wisdom that I heard from someone smarter than me. First is that in anything you do, you should always identify your top 3 priorities and discard numbers 2 and 3. That's the first one. And if you're in a status where we were last year, that priority for you would probably be finishing your product. A finished product is not a prototype. A finished product is not something that you can demo. A finished product is something that your customers can hold for a week without you causing any pain to them or without killing them. Right? And the thing is, if you're not there yet, then by God, you and your entire team should just work on that and nothing else. Speaking engagement like this one doesn't count towards finishing your product. Attending conferences doesn't count towards finishing your product. Joining startup competitions that would reward you a trip to abroad doesn't count to finishing your product. Don't waste your investors' time and money because that would run out. And if you keep on that route, what you would find out is that you haven't produced something that people want in the end. Now, even for us, it actually took us, when we were at Demo Day, it actually took us 6 months worth of time, full time, without doing anything else, before we can ship a final product to the customer. So it does take a lot of time, and you should focus on that. You might argue that, what if I don't focus on finding investors? What if I don't focus on getting sales or spreading the word out so that I can hire people? How would my company survive? That would bring you to the second word of wisdom that I have for you. The second one is, if you have a great product, everything else would just turn out right. If you have a great product, everything else would just turn out right. Investors would find you. Distributors would want to to distribute what you have. People would want to work for you. For us, we've been trying to pitch and pitch and pitch 2 months after Demo Day. And although you would get some form of, some minor commitment, that none of them would really be able to give something to you until you show something out. After we've deployed the product, even if we ran out of money now, people are actually coming to us, wanting to distribute us, expressing interest to invest in us. Everything would work out if you have people who believes in you. You may not listen to it, but on my perspective, those are the two things that all of you should be doing. Now, it's not good for the ego, unfortunately, but you have to decide what kind of person or what kind of startup do you really want to be. Do you really want to be just named as the next Steve Jobs, the next biggest Filipino inventor, winner of this and winner of that? Or do you really want to change the world? Because if you really do want for your life to mean something, then you are not an actual company until you actually have made someone happy. Until then, good luck to you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, Josh de la Llana of Tactiles IO. Ladies and gentlemen, he didn't do it, so I'm going to do it. They are going to be launching in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and they still have their early adopter promo. Just go to tactiles.io. They have a booth over there. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Josh, please. I couldn't have started in a better way. Have a finished product, and if you have a great product, everything else will work out and everything else will follow. And I can apply that, Josh, those two phrases of wisdom. As a bachelor in his 40s, ladies and gentlemen, I am a finished product right here. Wala nang upside to. There's no more potential. This is it. This is the finished product. And if you are single out there and you see this great product and you're worried, no, there's no chemistry, you're not attracted to me physically, I'm a great product. Everything else will work out. Okay?